you were having coffee with me, I'd welcome you to my tangle of words. Have a cup of coffee to warm you up. It's been raining, but not pouring. Though, if it hasn't rained in a long time, then a few drops seem like a flood. Similar to how a drop of water is more value to someone dying of thirst in the desert. Makes you appreciate how the local currency in Botswana, a country with a semi-arid climate, is called the pula. Pula means rain. On Friday, the 5th of April, the Reserve Bank governor announced the new monetary policy in which he unveiled Zimbabwe's all-new structured currency, backed by the country's gold reserve, called the ZiG, derived from Zimbabwe Gold. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that each day in this country feels like an April Fool's joke. And when an announcement is made, you always expect them to say, "We're just joking, we wanted to see how you would react." Government orders and proclamations are always so ultimate and implemented forthwith, henceforth, with immediate effect, without factoring in complications in their execution. I mean, what country launches a whole new currency as if they're an upcoming indie musician launching their debut album? Hey, listen to my new album. Basically, the Reserve Bank governor was like, hey, check out our shiny new currency. It's backed by gold, and y'all have 21 days to return the old currency notes in exchange for the new currency, whose notes we're still printing and will be available on 30 April. Wait, how do you launch a new currency when you haven't finished printing the notes or run a public campaign educating people on the new money, its security features, the conversion rates, and how the transition will be handled? I've come to appreciate that public confidence plays a large part in the success of a currency. And so far, the ZiG has been off to an inconvenient start. Even their promotional PR campaign to show that the country has sufficient gold reserves as the president toured the Reserve Bank didn't display a convincing amount of gold. Well, maybe for security reasons they couldn't show the whole pile, but the end result was a dip in the confidence levels. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that the financial sector was a mess this past weekend as they implemented the currency conversion from the ZWL to the ZiG. The power utility company was the most affected, as unlike others who run a dualized system which uses both the United States dollar and the local currency unit, the power utility's billing is core local currency, which meant people could not pay for their prepaid electricity. I'm probably one of many who spent the weekend in self-imposed load shedding because we could not pay for the electricity tokens and all the online payment platforms were down. Informal traders, who are currently the backbone of the economy, have stopped accepting the local currency, and the new one isn't available yet, so you can imagine the chaos. Actually, no, you can't imagine it. You have to be out in the street trying to pay for something that costs less than $1, and everyone is refusing your wad of Zim dollar bills, which was somehow worth 50 cents on the street and is now worth less. A figure that's not so easy to calculate. Apparently, the maths is very simple. 1 ZiG is worth 1 milligram of gold. 1 kilogram of gold is $73.73. So 1 milligram of gold is $0.07373 at time of conversion. Therefore, $1 is 135616 ZiG. At the last RBZ evaluation, $1 was to 33,903 ZWL. To convert ZWL to ZiG, you simply divide the ZW 33,903 by the ZiG 18.56 to get 1 ZiG is equal to 2,499.9263 ZWL. Easy peasy, right? Hang on, I think I'm getting a headache. But hey, the new currency might have a QR code on it. No idea what it would do if you scanned it. How cool would it be if scanning the QR code handled all the necessary conversions or opened the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe's exchange rate calculator? But in their explainer flyers, they did not reference the QR code. Maybe it's only on the specimen notes. The new currency doesn't look like something that would inspire a belief in its value, as some people suggest. Maybe if they did away with the balancing rocks. Though they're an iconic constant across all our currency changes, maybe those rocks are weighing the currency down. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that one thing about my countrymen: we'll make jokes and come up with cool nicknames for the country and just try our best to survive. So what's going on in your neck of the woods? Are you out watching for the eclipse? It won't show this side of the world, so if the world is ending, we would be safe, right?